Hey Scrappy friends, it's Audrey. Thanks for stopping by today. I am super excited to be sharing my first design team post as a new Shimmers design team member. So I am doing a fall themed page and I have broken out a whole bunch of colors that kind of coordinate with the paper collection I'm using, which is Pink Fresh Studio. And I'm just going to start on my background. This is a gessoed piece of white cardstock, so I've already gone and put gesso over it. And I picked out some colors and I'm just going to layer the colors from top to bottom. The top is Moody Mauve, and then the next color down is, what is it? It's a Vibez in Pink Moscato, and then a Spritz in Treasured Him, which is kind of that brownish color, a Vibez in the rose gold red, and then finally at the bottom I kind of use a yellow, and this one is called Egg Noggin. So I let that dry, and as you can see, like, there were some splatters and stuff, and I wasn't really worried about that because it's going to be a mixed media background. And then I used a stencil from Echo Park, and I'm going back through with some of the same colors. So I'm going to use that darker mauve colors. And I'm also adding in some orangey colors here. This is the Mandarin Mai Tai, which is actually, it's more yellow, but when I put it over these pinkish colors, it kind of looks a little bit more orange. So I'm just kind of blending those as I go along. And I am loving the way that this looks, especially that little burst of the bright orange color there. So I'm just trying to, use some darker colors over the lighter areas, and the brighter orange kind of stands out against the pinks and the purples. So once that has dried, I'm going to add some splatters. This is a Spritz Hint of Mint, which is one of my most favorite colors to use all year round. And then I went back with the Coloringz Moody Mauve again to add some dark splatters. Okay, so that has dried. I absolutely love the way that that came out. I just love this color combo. It's so, so pretty. So my colors, by the way, were inspired, as I said, by this Pink Fresh Studio collection called Splendor. So I recently got it's the most recent Hip Kit Club kit, well, September's, and that's what I'm using here today. And I just pulled out some of the leaf die cuts, the leaves from both the ephemera pack and the floral die cuts. I decided not to use any of the actual flower die cuts. I'm just going to stick with the leaves. And I also am trying, I have I have a thing with die cuts and the white borders around them, especially when I have a background that is a solid color, or it is solid in color, and there's no white in it. I sometimes don't like to have the white edges on my die cuts. So I love these particular leaves, and because they don't have a white edge on them. Okay, so I'm gonna layer some pattern paper behind my photo. I love this little plaid print. So pretty. And I'm just gonna tear the edges. Now, I just said I don't like the white edges, and yet when I tear here, I'm creating white edges. I actually do go back and I will ink those edges because, again, the white is bothering me. So you'll see my photo is has a white border around it. I think that white border helps the photo stand out, and that's why I often use a white border. Actually, all of my photos always have a white border on them. I print my photos at home, and I just cut out around them and leave the white photo paper. Speaking of white borders, I just trimmed the white border off of this journaling block. And I'm just going to start clustering things and see where I like them. And, once you get a background like this, that you love and stands out and has a lot of detail, you don't really need a ton of embellishments, I don't think. So I'm just going to kind of keep the leaves minimal and try to let the background speak for itself. I was inspired, by the way, to use the mint from kind of that light blue color and that maple leaf on the right. So I thought I would add in some gold accents here. And I'm just taking some of these gold puffy stickers. I can't remember this came in the Hip Kit Club kit, but I don't know what collection it's from. It might be a crepe paper, I think, maybe. Crepe paper collection. Lots of pretty shapes in there. And I have to, like, when you have those leaves and they kind of bend or curve, I have to make sure that the bend or curve is going the right direction, because if it doesn't curve right, to me it just doesn't look right. Like if that gold leaf on the bottom had curved to the right, I would probably have put it somewhere else because I just feel like it wouldn't fit there. So I know that's weird, but okay. So I added in the little squirrel die cut and a little bird from well, the squirrel came from the Pink Fresh Studio cuts, and then the bird came from the sticker sheet, which I think that sticker sheet, is that Jen Hadfield? I think so. Wow, so many cute stickers on there. I love those stickers. And then I'm going to fussy cut out, fussy cut off the white border from these tiny acorns here. And I'll throw the acorns in. And they have that acorn and these other two small ones have kind of this gold accent on them as well. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing things down. I'm kind of happy with that. I like how this dark blue paper kind of also helps frame my photo. And this is where I'm going to go with some inks and kind of just darken that border a little bit. I haven't done this in a long time, ink my edges. I used to do it all the time. Remember, that was the thing. I don't know if you guys, years ago, like you inked everything. Everything had inked edges. I forget to do that sometimes. So I squeezed my glue bottle and it was clogged, and then a big blob of glue came out. So I'm just going to spread it around with my fingers so I don't waste any of it. And I will pop up my photo with some craft foam. So I'm just using some scraps. And here we go. And now I'm just going to start layering my leaves behind there. Some of them I will pop off the page with the foam squares, and others I will glue right to the background just to, you know, give some depth and dimension to the leaves. And I'm also trying to scatter the colors as well to kind of balance and make your eye flow with the different colors. So I'll have the one green leaf sticking up to the top and another one down to the right, and then I'll have that green little phrase sticker that says happy little moments in the left of my photo. So when I do this, I purposefully kind of scatter my colors and arrange them in a particular way. So this was last fall in a local state park. The kids and I went. It was a really warm fall day. Well, warm for here in the Northeast, but it was just beautiful, and we had a great time. And we also do. I don't know if you know what geocaching is, but geocaching is like you kind of use an app, and you can find little treasures, and it gives you the coordinates of the treasure, and then you can locate it with your phone. And so we find, and they often have like little logs in them, and you can leave your name and the date that you found them. So we did some geocaching and found some caches. So it was pretty fun. Okay, still playing around with these leaves. I just love these fall colors. I love living in the Northeast where we have 4 very distinct seasons. I mean, summer is gorgeous, beautiful, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Fall is a little bit chilly, but we have such an amazing, just amazing harvest at fall, you know, apples and squash and pumpkins, and the cooler temps and the changing leaves. And then winter's a little long. Winter is, yeah, 5 months of a lot of snow, and where we live we get about 150 inches of snow on average a winter, so that's a lot. Okay, so I'm adding in some label stickers. I've popped some things up. I also used some of the circle chipboard pieces, so the one that says fall. I put a little mushroom on there. I added another little red leaf behind my journaling block at the top to kind of create a visual triangle with some of the more reddish elements, because I have that one bright red leaf. And I decided not to put the die cut on that says together, so I'm just gonna kind of leave that, and I'm trying to figure out where to put that little squirrel. And do I add anything else? I considered adding one more circle to the top here, but it just, yeah, I didn't like it there. And I'm just going to put my title on. So I'm going to call this A Walk in the Woods, because that's what we did. And it was fun, and it was a pretty day. And my kids loved doing that. I love that my kids love the outdoors. And these stickers are the perfect size. I love, especially for a longer title that you don't want it to take up, you know, too much of your page. These alphas are a great size. But I don't know if you ever use alphas that have different colors like this. Like I overthink, like, okay, what color should come next? Should I put a green one next? Or I can't have the green one in the bottom row of words too close to the green letter in the top row of words. So I always try to make sure that I have a good balance of the colors laid out there. And then I just go in and I add my journaling. Oh, I do a little bit more orangey splatters up in the top left there because the bottom right was a little bit yellow. And in the top left, that yellow kind of got masked in the purple and the orange. So, yeah, so I tried to balance that out. A few more gold puffy hearts. And that's it. And my journaling and the date. And I absolutely love the way this background came out. So pretty. Love that stencil. Love those colors, especially the purples with the oranges and the yellow. So pretty. Oh, and that splash of mint too. Love it. I am so excited to be on the Shimmers team. I've used Shimmers for a very long time. So I am excited to continue to use them and share my projects with you. So thank you so much for stopping by. Here's a ton of close-ups. You'll get to see all the little details there. If you purchase something from the Shimmers store, please be sure to type my name in the comments and that I sent you, and you can win a free prize. So that's it. Have a great day. Thanks so much, and stay scrappy, friends. See you soon.